Yes, respected dear friends, good we are together trying to open up Bhagavad Gita knowledge and tune our hearts with that so that we get better understanding of life, how to negotiate, how to tackle situations, how to make the goals, how to plan to reach the goals. All these beautiful things are given by Gita ji. Information, inspiration, empowerment, protecting ourselves from ourselves, protecting ourselves in the world, keeping up the tempo, never losing the heart, keeping always optimistic. What an amount of guidance our Gita ji gives. Therefore, be regular in learning the Gita Jnanam and be continuously in the memory of that Jnanam so that you as youngsters never lose hope. यंगस्टर्स का प्रॉब्लम क्या है जनरली द मिडिल क्लास एंड इट इज लोअर देन दैट हायर मिडिल क्लास पेरेंट्स टेक केयर एंड द रिच पीपल एनीवे 10 जन्म तक 10 बड़े कॉल जनरेशंस तक दे में हैव मनी बट ऐसे लोग तो 1 or 2% ओनली मैक्सिमम remaining 98% are people like us the middle class lower so we always have this problem of employment, problem of money, all. Nothing can be a problem if you really study Gita and get inspired and work accordingly to make your own life slowly and steadily. Everybody can be achieving in their own life whatever they want or whatever they require. Only point is what theoretically you must know, practically you apply. Many of the youngsters' problem is what they are not ready to know, very arrogant they are. Some of us know it, but the laziness comes that we are not able to perform. Therefore, we remain lesser than mediocre or non-achievers, non-performers, and always begging someone. मेरे को ये दे दो वो दे दो करके. No. No, if some youngsters are dynamic, intelligent, and achieving, it shows that it is possible to all youngsters. Why had it happened to them? Why not to us? So they have made themselves like that. Let us make. Right now we may not be at that stage, but why can't we try? Study Gita, gain the knowledge, do the upasana of the devatas, understand your personality, remove those weaknesses inner, bring the strong, good qualities which give you the inner strength. Manage your time, manage your resources. This is what we as a human being should do, can do, must do. Then only in the world you will be succeeding in earning the money. You will be succeeding in your own inner management. Better than all these two is the spiritual unfoldment. So, as youngsters, not even one of the Indians should feel any laziness or dullness, nor any disappointment that nobody is helping me. ऐसा नहीं होता. You help yourself. You have sufficient resources. Most of the times we fail because the given opportunities we have not used. Whatever opportunities given, if they are used, you are given better ones. You are sent to school, college with all difficulty by your parents, sparing that money. Even they don't even have any happy going to movie or eating good food. They save all that money for your education. But if you have excelled in that education, you would have got a good job by now. Even now, also some are there that are giving us the job. But we are lazy. We want to see TV. We want to sleep. We want to go with our friends. अरे इतने बेवकूफियां हैं तो how can you succeed in life? Don't get carried away by looking at the rich people that without doing anything they have all the riches, therefore they enjoy. That is all their earlier life punya phala for the not working in this present life and for having that extravaganza, extroverted laziness, they are going to have kicks in the next life. They will be made lower than the laborers, beggars only if they don't work hard because pocket में देना दुनिया में नहीं होता. Even a tree also has to work hard to bring out the leaves or buds or fruits or flowers. Even an ant also searches for its own chini, sugar. Every bird has to find its food. So too the human being with lots of punya of earlier life appears to be rich in this life. Looking at them, don't get carried away. उसको क्यों मिला मेरे को नहीं. And that fellow, if he's lazing out without working hard, just exhausting whatever he has got, he'll be onto the roads next life. पक्का. जैसे मैं पुण्य फल कर्म किया पिछले जन्म में तो इन दिस जन्म आई एम born in some great family of lot of riches. Now, by being here also as a human I have to work hard. Then only I'll be continuously given the riches. नहीं तो ये पुण्य हो गया, you are a beggar only, again you have to be on the streets. 3 प्रिंसिपल जिंदगी में कभी नहीं भूलना। काम करने वाले को मिलेगा, काम नहीं करने वाले को नहीं मिलेगा। दूसरा, जो काम करोगे वो मिलेगा, जो काम नहीं करोगे वो नहीं मिलेगा। तीसरा, जितना काम मेहनत करोगे उतना मिलेगा, कम किया तो कम मिलेगा। Those who do, they get. Those who do what, accordingly they get the rewards. Those who do how much, to that extent they get the result. Even for Adhyatmika sadhana, it is a tremendous effort it is to sit quietly, pulling the mind and senses from the world, focusing them on the truth in the meditational seat. ये तो और घमासान काम है, बहुत भयंकर, बहुत मुश्किल है होता. That also efforts needed. And the extra efforts are what in that? You have to sacrifice all desires of the mind, comforts of the world, even if they are provided. How tough it is. So to take life challenge as challenge and just be a mehnati to succeed everywhere. Don't give chance to laziness, even little bit. Otherwise, you will be failure and miserable, and everybody will watch at you. "No, अगर इन्हें मेरी शादी नहीं हुई, बुढ़ा हो रहा हूं मैं." मर अभी, करना क्या है? You are planning, you are living life like that. Who are you complaining to? That is why never take life for granted. Increase your abilities, increase your talents, increase your subtle, very good, the academics or any other of the skills. Go on adding them to life. Never lazy. Increase your language, your communication skill, and be honest, be hardworking. These things are seen nowadays. In foreign countries, so much of opportunities are there for the youngsters. वहाँ लोग कोई काम करने को नहीं है. अब जाओ, मेहनत करो, करोड़पति बन के आ जाओ. In India, a lot of competition. I'm just telling for the youngsters that through Geetha and our classes, in general, learn to be working hard for your own progress and even help others to work hard. Not give free food even to your children. Never train your children to give food free. Never give them. उनको मेहनत करके दे दो. तभी वैल्यू पता चलता है मेहनत का. Clear? Now today let us join for our 3 programs of first Bhagavad Gita, then common sense thought, then our Saraswati Stotra. Today is the 10th shloka. Let us start. Om 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 Sahana Bhavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ओम शांताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्. ॐ गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनाम् उपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पद आन शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्. Om Shri Mahavishnu Namo. Om Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. These are our everyday 2 shlokas, and one for Vishnu, one for Ganapati. All the meaning of this I taught you long back. We just chanted. Now come to our first topic out of the 3, the Gita. Bhagavad Gita we are studying from last around 200 and 311 days. Okay, आज को 311 दिन. Almost 1 year in next 2-3 months time. So we are into 10th chapter. The name of it is Vibhuti Yoga. In the Vibhuti Yoga, out of the 4 topics, the first topic was Krishna himself reiterating or retelling the knowledge about himself and upasana we have to do for him and what blessings he gives. Beautiful topic. That was the first 11 shlokas. Then from the 12th, we have seen Arjuna himself praising the God. Then asking the Lord to tell him the Vibhutis of which he can do the upasana. Same are applicable to us. Now in the third topic, Bhagavan is telling us all the Vibhutis. What are the Vibhutis? Bhagavan expressing in that form. In our heart, we are giving value, reality to that thing as if it is apart from other than the God. God is not there. Actually, the fact is God alone has become everything. And we seeing everything and forgetting God. Like everything is given to us by parents, including the body, including the money, food. We love everyone, we talk to everyone, but parents only we fight with. See our murkhata, bevakufi, extended that murkhata is life. Everything is provided by the Lord, everything is expression of God, but that Lord only we have forgotten. We are reversing the track. The two steps are what? Step one, we do the Vibhuti Upasana and confirm in our mind with faith for few years doing that everything is nothing but Bhagavan. Then we ask the question, which Bhagavan is everything? In that inquiry, we go deeper beyond all Stula, Sukshma, Karana, Sharira, we discover the Paramatma. That is a spiritual way of giving us a liberation and moksha. Geetha guides us in that way. And in this process, when we have seen God everywhere, we become disciplined. We become less in our negative, more in positive. That helps us in our worldly success also. So too, because you are doing the Upasana, Lord will take more care of us. He will keep on protecting us by giving wisdom inside, by giving some help from outside. तो हमको पहले तो फाइनल तो we through this upasana of the Vibhuti become qualified to meditate on the Lord and see Him. Second benefit is what? Lord's blessings will come to us because we are doing His upasana for our inner and outer protection and provision of the required things. Third one, because we are a devotee, obviously we have to have the good qualities. When qualities are good, negative qualities are not there, then we will be liked by the world. We are supported by the world. We will be given opportunities by the world. In any way, Vibhuti Upasana is always good for us. What is Vibhuti Upasana? You see the world, but in a particular thing in the world, Bhagavan says, I am that, I am that. So we have to believe that and say that this is Bhagavan, this is Bhagavan, this is Bhagavan. There should be no doubt. Why? Krishna said, Geetha said. Then, if any further question comes, let's inquire. Which Bhagavan it is talking about? What is the meaning of the Lord or the divinity or the self or the truth? That because of which everything is existing, that because of without which nothing can exist, that's Bhagavan. That is pure conscious existence. That will be subjectively experienced on the seat of meditation after some time. Before that, to reach to that level, to get all those capacities, we also have to do our own effort of not leaking our energies in the world outside by seeing everything as God, and from the divine infinite power also we get the empowerment because we are doing is upasana. It's all very practical, very beautiful things there are. That is why we are given a stone and say, hey, Vishnu hai puja karo. Another stone is Shivji hai puja karo. They are all training given. It always is stone, we know. But when you do the upasana, in us the devotee grows. Secondly, no thing in the world cannot be without God because Lord is all pervading. Therefore, that stone and that Shivalinga is very much God. This circle, this cyclic understanding you must have very clearly. Everything is God. God alone appear in the world. Seeing the world, we have forgotten the God and we have made the world is real and we are lost in our likes, dislikes of the world. Now, in the world, in everything, you start seeing the God. Then your vision that the world is real, God is not there, is replaced by God is everywhere there. Then which God is everywhere there? When you meditate, you come to know the real God, the self, the truth. From that standpoint, again, you will be same. What you believed earlier, now you experience that everything is one divine only. There your journey ends, the inner journey. Outside you just enact, outside you do the what's to be done as it is told to you by the divine. In this way, a Jivan Mukta, the one who knows the self, who is liberated, who realized it, he just leaves the world outside. Lives in the world, lives in the world outside later on. वो तो बात की बात है. फिलहाल these are all Krishna's words. Our well-wisher, he says, I am telling you my vibhuti, do that upasana, I will bless you with all knowledge and all. It's not that Bhagwan's blessings won't come without Vibhuti Upasana. Bhagwan's blessings are always there. Like it's always there, sun's light on everyone. So what is the meaning of receiving sunlight there? Upasana of Lord Surya means opening our doors and windows so that already existing light comes to us. In the same way, through the Upasana, eternally existing grace of Bhagwan is received by us. Remember, special favors Bhagwan ke nahi hote hain. Bhagwan is equal to all, but when we tune ourselves with devotion, His grace and blessings are fully received by us and realized by us. And if our noble are our desires and wishes and visions, definitely Bhagwan says, "अरे मेरे काम में तो help कर रहे हो, so ले लो ज़्यादा resources." He will give us more resources. All in all, please, having heard 10 chapters of Gita and that too from Lord Krishna and knowing some of the Krishna's great leelas, they should never doubt in our mind that the Lord is, Krishna is Bhagavan only. He only is giving us this knowledge. And other definitions of Bhagavan, other understandings about the universe, relation between the Lord, universe, and us, our duties. ये सारे as you grow you will know. It's not that fifth class में तुमको फिजिक्स स्टार्ट किया, एक ही क्लास में एक ही साल में सारा फिजिक्स आ जाता है क्या? Every year you will go be given newer chapters. Little higher when you go to the graduation, post graduation level, higher physics are taught to you. Physics is never ending science, it goes on growing. Same way, not that in one class or by studying Gita once, that everything I can tell you or you can listen or understand. It's a evolution is a process of gaining knowledge. But gaining knowledge process evolution is slow and steady and continuous. We only have started. At least 10 years it takes to you to listen to me, to get an idea, a basic idea on which you can develop your further understanding. Because of the subject being subtler and you and any of the listeners being in such a state of mind of world as real, God is not at all have belief in, therefore it takes time. Give that time, then slowly it gets unfolded. That's why I'm saying 16 to 20 years, the best time if you start. By 35 years, the 10, 12 years when you listen regularly, then after that some 10 years you yourself study and contemplate. By the age of 45, you are thorough in all your scriptural spiritual knowledge. Basing on that, you conduct in the world according to your own duties, dharmas, enjoy that also. Spiritual vision, hey, anyway, because of studying Gita, that also you pursue. Pursuing the worldly success, pursuing the spiritual. Both cannot go together at one point. At the age of little later, 60, 65, stop the worldly progress, hand over the whole thing to others. You take up your inner journey of discovering the self. Life को ऐसे जीना होता है. Clear? Now, in the third topic of this 10th chapter, Vibhuthis, Bhagavan's telling. In the last topic, he will tell in this way, infinite are my Vibhuthis, my dear friend, to tell you, main ones I have told you, everything is nothing but my own expression only. So that reality without which the world and me cannot be real, that is Bhagavan. It is because of Bhagavan, you and I are appearing to be existing and real. And all functions in Asara happening because of him. Of that Bhagavan, some of the expressions. Everything is expression. But for us to practice, some specific points are told. And with faith we have to do. There's no logic asked there. There's no explanation given. You do the upasana of Vibhuti and fill your heart with the devotion to that God. Then that God has said in the earlier slokas, Dadami Udyogam tam Yanamapayantite. So to Ajnanajam Tamanashayam Atmabhavastha Jnanadipana Bhasata. As Bhagavan said in the earlier slokas, he will see to that it will happen. Be clear about these understandings, my dear friends. No vagueness at all. In short, study Gita, 10th chapter, listen to Krishna saying that these are my Vibhuti, and note down them and start doing upasana of that Vibhuti in the sense that particular form is of Bhagavan only karke. As you devote to Bhagavan, you devote. As you praise the Bhagavan, you praise. As you worship Bhagavan, worship him. Keep on doing it for some time till the Bhagavan samskara grows in our head. Then with that, Bhagavan's grace also will come. We will start behaving well in world, therefore we are loved by everybody. Third one, we become qualified. Then to inquire, this Bhagavan whose upasana I am doing such a long time and I am so much devoted to him. Where is he? What is he? Who is he? What is his relation with me? When all these are questioned, then we go beyond all manifested world, see the Lord or the Self which is manifesting in the form of the world. Remember, waves are you and I, ocean is Bhagavan, and the water is the reality or the truth. Reality, the truth alone is there in the ocean and water. But ocean is Bhagavan, we are the wave. We have to worship the ocean because we are the one given everything by the ocean. That ocean is called as Bhagavan's Vibhutis here. Unka upasana karte karte become qualified to discover even the water that is the substrate. Slowly study. So among the Vibhutis, we have seen 3-4 shlokas. Today let us chant the shloka number 25 तो हो गया कल 24 हो गया 25 26 27 हम पढ़ेंगे. Let us see how many of these things we can study. Start. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita अथ दशमोऽध्यायः विभूतियोगः. श्रीभगवानुवाच अथ पञ्चविंशतिषड्विंशति सप्तविंशतितमाः श्लोकाः. पञ्चविंशति. Every one of them 2 times like yesterday. Nicely keep the book in front with all love and devotion that they are the words of Lord Krishna. So praying to him that to reveal this meaning of it and let that bring meaning to our life. so that our life is lived meaningfully. ऐसा उनको नमस्कार करते हुए chant those mantras. Remember, the whole world runs on the base of the knowledge. Knowledge comes to us when the Lord blesses us. With the Lord's blessings, when we get the knowledge, life will be very easier and smoother. Blessings will come when we have the devotion, and for the sake of devotion, these are all the upasanas given of the upadhi, upasanas given of the vibhutis. And let us do the chanting of them, meaning of them. Start. Om Maharshinaam Bhruguraham Giram Asmekamaksharam Yajnanam Japayagnosmi Stavaranam Himalayah. Again, Maharshinaam Bhruguraham Giram Asmekamaksharam Yajnanam Japayagnosmi Stavaranam Himalayah. Next one. अश्वत्थः सर्ववृक्षाणां देवर्षीणां च नारदः गन्धर्वाणां चित्ररथः सिद्धानां कपिलो मुनिः अश्वत्थः सर्ववृक्षाणां देवर्षीणां च नारदः गन्धर्वाणां चित्ररथः सिद्धानां कपिलो मुनिः 27 उच्चैः श्रवसमश्वानां विद्धि माम् अमृतोद्भवम् ऐरावतं गजेन्द्राणां नराणां च नराधिपम् उच्चैः श्रवसमश्वानां विद्धि माम् अमृतोद्भवम् ऐरावतं गजेन्द्राणां नराणां च नराधिपम्. Vibhuthis. Earlier ones what we have seen. First was Atma in all. Second is what? Bhutanam Adi Anta Madhyaha. Then Bhagavan said, Adityo me Vishnu hu me. Then in all the blazing things I am Surya. In all the 49 Varudganas I am the Marichi. And among all the stars I am the moon. All the Vedas I am the Samaveda. And all Devas I am the Indra. Among the all Indriyas I am the mind. And in all the beings I am the ability to know. Then among all the Ekadasha Rudras I am Shankara. In all the Yaksharaksas I am the Kubera. Then in all the Ashtavasus I am the Agni. And I am among all the Shikaras, Veru Shikara. Then among all the Purohita, the Pujari, the Upasaka, the one who does puja on behalf of all of us, Purohitamcha Mukhyamam Vidhipartha Brahaspatim. Brahaspati is the one. And yesterday we talked on that. We should in our life have a Purohita who thinks our welfare and guides us perfectly without any selfishness. And already they are there called as our own parents. Sometimes the parents are not so well equipped and educated. Keep doing namaskar pranams to them, but have one swami, one guru or anybody elder, your ताऊ जी कोई भी हो, थोड़ा समझदार है, पढ़े लिखे, शास्त्र पढ़े हैं और अच्छा जीवन जिया है, वैल्यूज जानते हैं, ऐसे किसी को पुरोध बनाकर पुरोधसम उनसे गाइडेंस लेते रहना. For everything, one common solution is what? Pray to the God, then He will send some Purohita into your life. Hold on to that Purohita, He will guide you. कोई भी चाहिए आप पहले परमात्मा को मांगो, भगवान ही दे देंगे. Then उनको यूज करते हो जान लो कि भगवान ने हमको भेजा है. Like I wanted to do the Geetha class. Oh Lord, please help me. He has sent you youngsters. No, you have come to me. I am talking Geetha to you. I have to say, I have to know, I have to accept, I understand that Bhagavan only has sent you to me. Then I am able to learn Geetha through you. While myself studying and trying to talk. So in this way, we have to slowly, for everything, bank upon God. Then when He sends, we have to make use. I am telling you this in reference to, do we have a Purohita in our life? Never take any decisions independently. Especially when we are with so much of impurity of the mind and heart, immaturity of the intellects in the knowledge. Neither have inhibition or hesitation nor the arrogance. While the time of taking guidance from our Purohitas. You can have more Purohita also. Yes, many. Health Purohita is different. Finance Purohita is different. Mind management Purohita is different. Spiritual Purohita is different. If you get a spiritual Purohita who can guide you in all these things also, very good. But someone should be there for us to guide. More than that, we have to take that guidance and follow. Then only the benefit comes. Doctor is there for me. He is guiding me, but I am not following the diet, etc. Then I will not gain the health or strength in that way. So now, here we have seen yesterday, Purodasam cha Mukhyama Vidhipat Brahaspatim, Shenani Namam Skandaha. I am the Skandaha, the second son of Lord Shiva and Parvati, Subramanya Swami, Kartika Armugam. I am that, the Senani. So, wherever you go to the Lord Subramanya Swami temple, you just pranam to him and tell that he is the expression of Sakshat Narayana only. I was just thinking while studying this one, some initiative youngsters like you coming as a group can make an initiative of finding a big plot, maybe acre ka acre. In that, all the 73 vibhutis of Lord Krishna, you can establish them. You understood? Some of them which can be like when he says among the trees of the Ashwatha Vriksha, we can make an Ashwatha Vriksha there. Now you can have a cow there taken care as, calling it as Kamadhenu. Some things which you cannot make, you can bring you can make a murti of that, like Naradji. You know, I'm Gandharanam Naradosmi. He'll say that Devashnam Narada to make a Narada's idol statue. So whichever are easily available for us in the Vibhuti, usko bana ke wahi rakho. Other things, a murti, a picture, a photograph, so that there's a chanting goes on. Anybody can go to that place, sit for 10 minutes, and imagine that in this form Narayana is there. I think somebody can do. In other way, in other thing is what some of you youngsters can take up, make a Geetha hall or Geetha Bhavanam, where it should either have the 18 rooms, where each room has one chapter properly painted and the audio is going on. Or in one hall only, there is an option for everyone that they can listen any of the chapter chanted by somebody in the good tune. There should be also a computer completely wherein of every shloka, the literal meaning comes when you press it. ऐसी चीजें जो है ना गीता के लिए कोई करे ना, कुछ लोग कर रहे हैं ऑलरेडी, बट मोर प्रोफेशनली, परफेक्टली, यूजर फ्रेंडली एंड यूजेबल. Clear? Remember, directly from Geeta nothing comes. When Geeta knowledge is practiced, everything comes. Everything of this worldly, everything as the spiritual. Practice करना होता है, याद रखना हमेशा. So in this way, our Brahmanya Bhagavan is among the Senaninam. Last we have seen Sarasamasmi Sagaraha. Among all the water containing sources, I am the ocean itself. And you and I can imagine, because Lord has given such a mind instrument which can seated anywhere, can imagine anything. So each of these things you can imagine, like Aank Ki, you can yourself reach to that Kolkata Ganga Sagar, or you can go to our own the Rameshwaram or Kanyakumari, all three oceans merging, or go to ocean Vizag or Visakhapatnam or Orissa, or you can go to the Gujarat. Anywhere we have the ocean, all the three sides. Mani man pahunch gaye. Oh, vast, huge ocean. Oh Lord, you are expressing like this. Therefore, the Samudra is Bhagavan only. Samudra Devatai Namaha. Just do namaskar to Samudra Devata. Make a habit of it. Daily visit ocean in the mind. Daily say it is Bhagavan, Bhagavan. So that the out of Tamo Guna and extrovertedness, when we are thinking of the things and beings and not of the God, that is replaced by more and more the thought of the divine. Point is this. Our heart should be filled with the divine thought. Then the inquiry of the divinity or worship the divinity. Through the worship we get whatever we want. Through the inquiry we become one with him. All in all, we are caught up in Bhagavan's Maya only because we have gone away from him. Trivir Gunamayer Bhava Yevi Sarvedam Jagat Mohitam, Navijanati Mamebya Paramavyam, Devi Yesha Gunamai, Mamaya Dhatya, Mamaya Parvadente, Maya Metam Tarantite, Namam Dushkutuna Muda, Pravadente Naradama, Maya Parthajnana, Asram Gyanavavita, Chaturta Vajantimam, Jana Sudrotana, all 7 chapter slokas I am quoting to you. That is India. That is Sanatana Dharma, where Lord is so much filled in our heart that anything we want, we worship the Lord and get from Him. Some other things we do as the Lord tells us through Shastra and get the things. Finally, we keep the goal of merging in the Lord, and that we do the back end of life through meditation after listening from the Guru through the Upanishads, all the knowledge regarding the nature of the reality, how to meditate, how to qualify ourselves, how to prepare, how to encounter any of the problems come en route. Through that, we reach the divine. That's what Sanatana Dharma. That's what our Hindus. That is what our life is. That all is taught in the Gurukula by the Gurus. When he is sent to the Gurukula at the age of 6, by the age he becomes 25 in the 19-20 years, Guru teaches everything. Brahmagyana he teaches, Upasana Kanda he will teach, professional things depending on Brahmana Kshetra Vaishya jo aare, unko sikhate hai. So too, how to live in the society when you are with other people, all that are taught and is made so thorough. So that by the time he comes up, that ashram is fully equipped. And 2 types of those shishyas. One time he says, Bhagavan, I don't want to go through all the intermediate stages. Straight away I want to take sannyasa or serve you. In this ashram only I want to pursue the spiritual path. Out of 100 students, not will be like that. Guru says, come. All the other 98 go to their different places. They do their professional things. They find their own livelihood. They get married. They live a noble grahastha ashrama. While living that, they take care of the whole society also. And when they also come to the age of 60, 70, in all the responsibilities done of children, etc. Now what they learned in the Gurukula in the beginning as the ultimate goal, they pursue it either going to the same Guru or going to some other ashrama or wherever they are. They just become introverted. This is what a complete life lived to be lived by a human being from what we are up to the ultimate goal. तो विभूतियों की उपासना करने से इन सब के लिए हमको मौका मिलता है. इसलिए डेली मन में fill the heart with the divine. Fill the heart with the divine. This is the ruthless thing I am strongly telling you, the youngsters. Don't neglect the Paramatma. His grace. Make use of it. See, we have seen already in the 9th chapter. Avajananti mam muda manushim dharmashutam param bhava majanantam bhutamaheshwaram. People are insulting me by not recognizing me, and some of them say, I am only a human being. Param bhava, I am the Supreme Lord with all the powers to give everything to everyone. See, Mahatmanastu Mam Partha Devim Praktimashtha Bhajanta Anyamansa Jnata Bhutadimavayam Satam Kirtayanto Mam Etandasta Dhuraprataha. We have covered all the topics in the earlier chapters. That's why we are going slow. That's why it took almost 300 and about days for our Gita study till we reach the 10th chapter. You have to again and again listen, then only the thought will enter. So right now, Bhagwan's Vibhuthis means Bhagwan himself telling from his own mouth, my dear, because you asked me, I am telling you, but generally I am everything, particularly in this form, you worship me for your mind to develop my presence in that thing as well as devotion, with which when you tune to me, it becomes easy for me to bless you with whatever you need, whatever you want, whatever you should. This is the technique. This is the whole thing you have to. All in all, when I as an individual am there, so too the Lord is there as the manager of the total. That Ishvara, that Lord ka presence ko hame accept karna. And there are upasanas by which he can come and give darshanam. Is it not? Many have got darshanam. Our only problem is Lord is not in front of us physically. Therefore, I don't believe in him. Here the air is not seen by your eyes. All your inner body functions you can't see by yourself. Does it mean that they are not there? And when we are saying that there is a chance or technique for you to have the darshan of the Lord, if you want to do those practices with faith, then you will have give you darshanam, then you develop your faith. Who says not? करो. भगवत दर्शन के सारे उपासना के उपाय हैं, तो करो एक आध जन्म में. then have darshan. If you have that problem to you that भगवान का दर्शन हुआ, तभी जाकर मैं उनको मानता हूँ. But there is another option, like that of Prahlada. He never wanted the Lord to come in front, but his full faith that everything is God alone. Bhagwan Narasimha never came for Prahlad ji, because Prahlad ji never wanted Bhagwan to trouble to come in that funny form of lion and human being, that too hiding in the Kamba and all. Prahlada knows everything is God. For him, everything is Pratyaksha Daivam. It is stupid Hiranyakashipu who had the doubt for the sake of that fellow to prove Bhagwan ke. That also, when Hiranyakashipu questioned negatively, Bhagwan did not come. For the sake of his disciple, for the sake of Bhakta, Bhrutyasya Vachanam Satyam Kartum. That comes in Bhagavatam. We have seen that. It will come Prahladascha Asmi Daityanam. Among all the Rakshas, I am Prahlada. So if you are in that state, everything is divine. Divine, I am told that in the form of Rupa, Ramana, Krishna and all. Let me do the Upasana of them. When the Lord wants to give blessed darshana, he will give. After all, having Bhagavan darshan also, what's the use? अब नृसिंह भगवान आ गए, प्रहलाद जी को दर्शन दिए, चले गए. इसके बाद क्या हुआ? Again we are back to square one? No. What saved Prahlad is this permanent devotion in the heart, whether the God has come in the darshan or not. Like father, every time father is not in front of you, but your devotion to your father in your heart makes you disciplined and work hard. बॉस हमेशा 24 घंटे ऑफिस के सामने थोड़ी बैठते हैं. बॉस है कभी को तो एक महीने तक बॉस दिखते भी नहीं, but all the month you are keeping the boss in the mind and the target work given by him. Same, the boss of the universe, the whole world is Paramatma. And he has come in various times during that Leela, etc. When he has to do the Dushta Shikshana, Shishta Rakshana, he'll come again. If you are deserving, if you pray for it at the time of Bhagavan Satara, you may again get the birth, you can have darshan, you can be with him. ऐसा desire करो, ऐसा संकल्प करो, ऐसा पूजा करो, ऐसा हो जाएगा. Or even now, spend some 20 years in a particular upasana, taking it from your guru, and then he will give you the darshanam. Before or after darshanam, your faith and your belief in him and doing what he says, that's what matters or counts. So here in this particular place, by listening from the Lord in this form, Bhagavan alone is there. That thought we have to make stronger in us. What is the next step? In that way, Bhagavan ka upasana karte hue, we can put our sankalpa to him. Oh Lord, please physically you give me darshan, or oh Lord, please take care of my outer life or inner life, or make me spiritually grow by coming nearer and nearer to in my one union with you, oneness with you. In that way, we have to make the use of these upadhis. Now today, we will see beautiful ones. I am doing the shloka number 25. First, Maharshinam Bhruguraham. Among all the Maharshis, I am Bhrugu Maharshi. Now, what are all these Rishi Maharshi? They all have come from the Mana creation of Brahmadeva. Clear? Then their subsequent generations have come up to us. And to the Brahmadeva, all this plan, purpose is given by Bhagavan Narayana. And this is how the creation has happened. So the Bhrugu, Vasishta, Atri, Gautama, Kashyapa, Angirasa, Pulastya, Pulaha, Jamadagni, like that there are so many rishis are there. So among all those rishis, I am Bhrugu Rishi. Maharishinam Bhruguraham. So that Bhrugu Samhita is there, a great, what is called Smriti Grantham. In that we can see Bhrugu Maharshi's all the teachings to all of us. And who are the Rishi? Rishi means Grushayaha Jnana Rashmayaha. Those who have the experience of the truth, those who have the ability to guide others for the experience of the truth, they are called as Rishi. Another meaning is Rishayaha Mantra Drashtaraha. One is Jnana Rashmayaha, second is Mantra Drashtaraha. Means what? The experience of the self, that experience of the self or the God, they can tell others through the words. Those words are called mantra. Like Upanishads are the mantras, which are the experience of the rishis. When they want to convey that experience, for them, that same jnana appeared in the form of these mantras. Then that they taught to the disciples. So for the disciple, the mantras and their meaning have become means for meditating to know the God. These are all great rishis. Okay, the rishis, many types are there, mainly four. One, a Brahmana on the earth as a human being becomes rishi, is called Brahmarshi. A Kshatriya, Raja, when he does Upasana and becomes rishi, is called as Rajarshi. Okay, then one is there who is Devata Loka, and he there becomes a rishi, is called a Devarshi. So the Narad is a Devarshi. Then the Vasishta, they are all Brahmarshis. Then this Janaka Bhagavan and Yudhishthira, they are all called Rajarshis. Okay. Then the others who are generally not a king, not a Brahmana, but they also become Rishi, they are called Rishi, Valmiki Ityadi. Valmiki. Then they, when they do lot of seva, then title Maha is added Maharshi. देखो ऋषि कहो महर्षि कहो ब्रह्मर्षि राजर्षि कहो अर्थ क्या है they have experienced the truth substratum reality behind the seen world of multiplicity. Okay, so Maharshinam Bhrugubraham, so daily 11 times Om Shri Bhrugu Maharshaya Namaha, 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 Om Shri Bhrugu Maharshaya Namaha. Chant करते हुए remember that Bhrugu Maharshi to be the Narayana. Upasana is done. If possible, Bhrugu Charitra आप ले लो. पुराणों में इतिहास में गूगल में करो तो every of the rishis Charitra, you know it. In that form, Bhrugu only came Rishi and he has done lot of Loka Kalyanam. Does it mean the Vasishtha, Vishwamitra, Valmiki, Atri, Gautama, they are all not Narayana? अरे भाई, they are all Bhagavan only. पहले इधर start करो practice. Then the other, then other. All rishis are Bhagavan's expression finally. But this general statement without having devotion has no meaning. Therefore, develop devotion by practicing one rishi as Bhagavan's expression. Example is Bhrugu. Maharshinam Bhrugu Aham. Clear? Now the next Vibhuti we are saying Giram Asmi Ekam Aksharam. Gira means Vani. Gira. Vak, Vani, sound, words which we utter. Among all the Aksharas, what do you call them as vowels and consonants, the Varnamala. In all the alphabets, Bhagavan says Ekam Aksharam. That one single syllable called as Om, I am that. Aham Giram Ekam Aksharam Asmi. And Omkar का हमने पहले भी पढ़ा है आपको 2-3 बार. अब भी बताते हैं Om is the one letter as well as one word. It has got 3 syllables, A and U and Ma. This A, U, Ma make the gross, subtle, causal world or our own Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti Avastha. That is why in the Om, the expressing world also is there. The Om, the transcendental Paramatma also is there. That is why among all the upasanas, Omkara upasana is greater than the greatest. In every of the Upanishads, Pranava upasana is given. What Pranava upasana? Just chant the mantra first. Then listen to that mantra. Then where from that mantra is coming, observe, you reach the God. That is one way. There are so many other ways of Pranava upasana. When I talk to Upanishads, that time I will tell you. But among all the Giram, Ekam Aksharam Omkaraha Vasmi. Therefore, Om is Bhagavan Sarupa only. Let this be firmly kept in our heart. Why, sir? Because Bhagavan ne kaha, Bhagavad Gita mein, I am the follower of Gita, I have no doubt. Right now, I may not experience the Om as Paramatma, but I have faith because Paramatma himself told, no, I am sure when I do the Upasana, if not today, one day, through that Omkara, in that Omkara hidden, that Paramatma I will experience. Brahmana koshosi medaya pihitaha. These are all mantras are there in Upanishads. Now if I touch it, then I have to lift your mind to that level to make you understand. अब बस इतना समझ लो, Om is Bhagavan's Rupa only. Clear? Now let us chant Om 27 times. And while doing so, this Om is Bhagavan only. That bhavana you develop. And you make a commitment. Every day 108 बार आज से ओम 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 एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम में इन हेल्दी मूड अच्छी तरह नहाकर एक जगह बैठकर करूंगा. Don't listen to anyone. Om is Bhagavan's Rupa. So we are taking the name of Bhagavan Om and requesting him to take care of our outer life and inner life. What is wrong in it? All the people who have not studied Shastra, who never done sadhana, who never surrendered to any guru, who never believed in God, those number one Bevakuf, Muraka, Gundalo, I call them that only. That they demoralize us, they create doubts in our own Sanatana Dharma, our own Shastras, our own Paddhati of invoking the divinity for our own evolution. Bevakuf hai, Murak hai. One are Murak Bevakuf who doesn't know, others who know but they are very cunning fellows. They are jealous of our Sanatana Dharma and all. Therefore, they find faults and distract us, disturb us, and convert us. These Bhayankara Rakshasas are there for our Sanatana Dharma. I told you yesterday also, ruthlessly reject them if required, kick them if they are disturbing your faith in your own Shastras. Our Shastras give us bhukti, manasyanti, and mukti when we understand them and practice. They are very sacred. And the so-called all other religious heads, they have learned everything from Hinduism only, Sanatana Dharma. The Christ has come in Himalayas and learned from our own rishis all the yogas. The Prophet Muhammad, his grandfathers, all Indians only. They have learned from here only. They also know it. But the thing is what? If you are not having the loyalty from where you are born, if you maintain your separate individuality, in few generations, the gap grows. When the gap grows, then we become quarreling. Like, where from the Sikhism came. The Sikhism is Hindus only. But as the time passes, are they not feeling just like little separate now? This is how it happens. Everyone came from offshoots of Hinduism only, but somehow some group of people not expressing or understanding or accepting that belongingness, when they start maintaining separation, slowly, gadbad hota hai. I'm just telling you the facts. Very sensitive they are. You must know at least a few things. Therefore, anyone who tries to disturb your mind of doing upasanas, as we studied in Gita, just don't talk to them, don't argue with them. Just do your upasana and be blessed by the Lord. Live a good, noble life outside. Grow inside spiritually also. So, Omkar ka kar lo. Om, 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 Om. Om, 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 Om. Om, Om. So this Omkara is Bhagavan's expression only. Having the Om as support taken, many great sadhakas have got everything what they wanted, needed in the world. Also, they could recognize the truth, the reality, and get liberated. That powerful is the expression of Lord in the form of Om. Om is Bhagwan's Vibhuti. हो गया. The next one is more important, very beautiful. So महर्षियों में मैं भृगु हूँ. गिराम अस्मि एकम अक्षरम. Among all syllables, letters, I have ekakshara omkara. Then third one in this shloka is Yajnanam Japa Yajnosmi. This I need to talk for more than 1 hour, 2 hours. Then only all exhaustive details I can tell you. But I start in this way. The only way by which the thoughts of the mind, gurgling thousands at every moment and draining away all our mental energies, the only way to curb that, curtail that, conserve all energies, engaging our mind all the time in Bhagwan's japa. Japa means same name repeated of the Lord repeatedly again and again. That is called as japa. Okay, when it is with raga and more words are there, it becomes kirtana. Like Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya, Om Sri Krishnaya Namaha, Om Sri Matre Namaha. These are all japa mantras, Pauranika japa mantras. What is Kirtana? These are Om Namo, this no. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva is Kirtan. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram. Raghupati Raghava. Same thing when you do, that becomes Kirtan. वन मंत्र जप. कीर्तन में राग होता है, जप में फोकस इज ऑन रेपिटेशन. What is the problem with our mind is it has got million thoughts. Every thought is a expenditure of our energy. And every thought about the objects of the world, people of the world, have the tendency of multiple generation. And they also have tendency of creating the disturbance in the mind in the form of the raga, dvesha, kama, krodha and all. Each of them are draining away our inner potentiality. Therefore, we are becoming ineffective. Okay. Now here this japa called as japa yajna, and among all yajnas, some japa yajna Bhagavan says. So in already Geetha 4th chapter I have studied so many yajnas, dravya yajnas, tapo yajnas, you all know. Yajna is that thing where we to the fire offer the oblations addressing to that particular god. In that the ahutiyon ka bhasmikaran ho jata hai. Same way, many yajnas are there. Among them, the japa yajna, in which the unwanted thoughts of the mind in the agni of whichever the name of the Lord we are taking, in that practice we just offer. This is how you as a youngster can learn. आज तक कितना भी आपने सीखा भूल जाओ, I don't mind. ये बात समझ लो. Select one mantra given by your guru. So many we have discussed it. Keep a target of it. Every day 10,000. So to 1 crore of that mantra in 3 years I'll do. ऐसा कर लो. Then be engaged in your essential works, your studies. Remaining time engage in this japa. Then what will happen? Your japa ke karan the divine power also grows. Because you are engaged in that, the ekagrata grows. Because you are not allowing the mind to go to 10 directions, energy weakness will not be there, and the unnecessary things of the world will not enter you. See how many benefits. That is why Bhagavan says, you do so many yajnas. Ashwamedha yajna, Rajasya yajna, Ishtakamya yajna, Putra Kamesh yajna, Sudarshan yajna. ये हजारों यज्ञ है पूरे. But among all, Japa yajna is me, Bhagavan says. How much importance Bhagavan has given to Japa. That is why every religion has got one common sadhana is of Japa. They may do it in different manner. You know, the type of mala they use, the mantra they may say different, but the technique is same. You see, the whole world of maximum religions have that japa. You know, Sikh, Bauddha, Parsi, Jaina, all of them, even the Islam, Christianity, हर जगह पे rosary बाबा घुमाते रहते हो. So from Sanatana Dharma, Saraswati Mata has got in her hands the mala, Pustaka Dharini. Lord Shiva also has got that, so it's called Rudraksha mala. Bhagavan Vishnu also has got, even the Devatas also hold it. All our rishis, munis. Kamandalu, Japamala are the necessary things in our rishi muni. With or without mala. Mala is not important, japa, but the mala helps in the beginning. Later after, in the mind you can do it. So repeating the name of the Lord with full devotion and if possible, remembering that Lord's form in your heart is called japa's definition for now. The benefits are, I told you, 6, 7 of them. Bhagavan says, among all yajnas, I am the japa yajna. Clear? So let us do the Sri Krishna japa for 27 times. Only Krishna, Krishna, Krishna or Om Sri Krishnaya Namaha. So yajna mein japa yajna hai. So while chanting the Om Sri Krishnaya Namaha, offer the entire mind, intellect to the Lord and tell Him to purify this and to give all the powerful, perfect, authentic, correct knowledge and understanding. With which, when we live life, life is full of successes. Start. Om Sri Krishnaya Namaha. 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 And wherefore this japa is coming, where it is going, who is the one watching it. These are all called as meditations. You can do it. See the mind, how calm, quiet it became. With this calm, quiet mind, you can do your works effectively. हर दिन ना अपने काम करने वाले 5 मिनट या 3 मिनट एक जप करने का ट्रेनिंग कर लो. It's all very useful to you. Today's all our vibhuthis are great. Maharshinam Bhrugraham, Giramasmi Ekamaksharam, then Ijnanam Jamayagnosmi. The fourth one is Sthavaranam Himalaya. Among all the mountains, etc., I am in the Himalayan mountain. So sthavara means that which is stable. Without moving at one place, it stays. That's called as sthavara. Generally, the mountains stay at one place without movement. Therefore, the sthavara word is generally applied to the mountains. So among the stationary things called as mountains, Lord says, Himalayas are my expression. Himalayas are my vibhuti. Is it not? Sthavarana Himalaya. How beautiful. Himalayan mountains. And those who have gone to those ranges, mountains, they know the real beauty, divinity, serenity, calmness, and quietness there. Nowadays, because of the human beings, destroyed everything with their bhoga buddhi and bhoga karma. But just even 50 years back, also, you know, just 50 years back, the sanctity, sacredness, divinity of all our Himalayan mountains is immense and super. Abhi bhi hai, but then, the more commercial it becomes, more devotees go, not for bhakti, for only the bhoga, entertainment, picnic, that place becomes wasted. I am telling you all, if you want to enjoy the sightseeing, go to sightseeing places. Go to Kullu, Manali, Kodaikanal, all of that you go. Don't go to Badri Kedar for sightseeing. Go to Badri Kedar only for Bhagavad Darshan. Don't go to Amarnath, Vaishnadevi Mata for sightseeing. It is not sightseeing, it is to develop the drishti, vision, sight of Bhagavan. You have to protect our all ancient traditions and as well as the sacredness of these temples. You have other options, you go. नहीं जानते लोग, इधर जाकर करके आते, बट अदरवाइज इवन नाउ आल्सो दैट हिमालयन रेंज, नाउ आई एम टॉकिंग टू यू, आई एम जस्ट in my own mind traveling from the Haridwar Marga through the Rishikesh up above the mountains. So I can just visualize they travel to all the Char Dham, how the Gangotri is reached through Gomukha, and how the Yamunotri is reached through the Hanuman Jetty and all, how through passing through Rudraprayag and all, one direction takes you to the Kedarnath through Gauri Gunda, other one through Pandikeshwar and Joshimat takes you to the Badrinath, and both sides huge mountains, so many trees. The great Rishi Muni sitting in the form of the trees there and doing tapasya. And the Alakananda, Jimandakini, the Bhagirathi, the beautiful Ganga Maya only flowing silently some places, vigorously at another place. Chirping of the birds, the snow clad glaciers, mountains. What a beautiful scene it is. Then beyond Gangotri, go to that Gomuk and all, Tapovanam and all. How wonderful. Here, Badrinath, you go to that Vasudhara and Satopanta. How great their places. केदारनाथ तो फिर आगे जाना मुश्किल है. यमुनोत्री and Kailas Manasa Sarovar. Every of these Himalayan ranges are Paramatma ke hi expression. He says, my Vibhuti. Therefore, remember daily Himalayas, do pranam in the mind. Sthavarana, Himalaya. And when you go there, just be in a sacred mood. Just you have to walk when you go, you can't help. हाथ से तो नहीं चल सकते, पाँव से चलना पड़ेगा. But be careful. Feel that everything is Paramatma's expression. Let others call you Pagal, but we have got Gita's authority. Sakshat Krishna says, among all Stavara and Himalayas. So therefore, have that sacred feeling inside mind, and then in a year, 1 month, 2 months, go and stay in one of the Himalayan places. Go toward the Jageshwar route, then Almora Nainital beyond, through which the Indian path for Kailas Mansura is started yesterday or today, I think. August 8th or 9th, they were saying. Today is 9th August. या अगस्त फर्स्ट, जब भी था इस महीने में नया रास्ता खुलेगा ऐसा कह रहे थे. सो देयर यू कैन स्टे. I have stayed all those places. It was so sacred. Nageshwar Dham, 7, 8 times I went. Badrinath, more than 10. Kedarnath, so many times. So these are all places of worthy of visiting, staying, spending time in prayer, upasana. ऐसे कितने जन्म करो तो अंतःकरण शुद्ध होकर we will have the divine vision. Have that knowledge also. So patiently we have to keep on doing. This is called evolution from the human to divine. This should be taught first. Then, for the sake of achieving this, whatever minimum required in the world, those things we have to create or involve in. All other is the delusion which has no end. Very difficult to catch it, I know, for you youngsters. It may be difficult now, but as you continuous with your simple, pure heart, as you have now, cute heart you have, such a tender, wonderful heart of faith. With that, when you study further, more books and listen more, your intellect will expand to understand all these things. So today's four vibhutis are Maharshinam Bruguraham, Giramasmi Ekamaksharam, Yajnanam Nivayagnosmi, Stavaranam Himalaya. One of the top shlokas we have seen. The other thing we chanted, but tomorrow we will see. Thank you. Now let us do our quickly browsing through our common sense thought. Okay. The common sense thought of today is what? Okay, we, because of the mind's mischief, become dependent and slave to the things, especially the beings around, just because of one reason, that we have not recognized our own inner abilities, nor the enthusiasm, inspiration, charm to work out. Instead of that, we made ourselves extremely lazy. A person who is extremely lazy becomes totally dependent, slave to the things and beings around. So the solution is what? Recognize your own inner abilities, recognize the outer opportunities, and actively work out and dynamically live independently, earning for yourself, if possible, supporting some other jivas. Don't be lazy and become dependent and slave at any period of your life. We are human being, we are given all abilities. So why lazy then? Either we are lazy or we are distracted in wrong channels, because of which our own Financial, our own professional status, we are not able to achieve comfortably. Therefore, we look at others, either feel jealous or feel bad about ourselves, and then blame parents or government or koi nahi mila to Bhagwan ko. How can it be? Bhagwan has given talents, recognize them. Opportunities outside, match with them. Work hard, don't be lazy, and thus don't be slave to anybody or dependent on anybody for anything. Live a royal life, kingly life. Every youngster, it's an order, take it. So the mind's mischief of making us distracted in the worldly indulgences and also the lazy, after which we don't have any self-owned things. Therefore, we start depending on others. And then we become slave, because when we depend, slowly, slowly we become slave. As a youngsters, from the beginning only, don't take anything if you don't work hard for it. Even if you are your own house, accountability waha. If you are eating ana teen time, after the age of 6 or 7 or 8, you must think what have you contributed that day to the house that you are taking food. In this way only, when we learn to earn and then only involve in enjoy, then we will never be lazy. Otherwise, our mind mischief devil, it goes on making us 9 बजे 10 बजे उठे अब दांत मांज रहे, आप उस जाके 12 1 को नहाएंगे, फिर तो खा के फिर सो जाएंगे. Do you think the parents will be happy with their children? The society will be happy? The government will be happy? The gods will be happy or what? ऐसे कहते हैं कि ऐसे जो इतना लेजी होता है उसका चेहरा भी मत देखना, because those negative vibrations come to us. If that is spoken about it, then what to talk if we ourselves are like that? It's all mind's mischief. So counter it by being dynamic, active all the time. Physically, mentally, intellectually, लगे रहो बस अपने लक्ष्य में. And earn for yourself. Why you depend? If by age of 21, 22, if you are not earning for yourself, 21, 22 bus, still you are depending on parents and all, then 20 साल रहे उसमें चलो 6-10 साल निकाल दो. 10 years you have to work, study, get your job and start for standing on your own feet. अरे 35-40 हो गया, कोई नौकरी नहीं दे रहा तो मैं नहीं कर रहा, और पापा मम्मी का ही पेंशन पे मैं टेंशन देते हैं उनके जी रहा हूँ. What a useless life. So today's mind's mischief of being lazy, making us lazy, and thus we become unproductive. Thus we become, for our own survival, dependent on others and then slave. Not a healthy life at all. Not even one is allowed to be like that in the entire world of the youngsters. Okay, that's the common sense thought today. Now spend only 5 minutes max for our Saraswati Stotram of the day. Okay, beautiful mantra today it is. Okay, we are asking, see, related to the common sense thought, the Gita Shloka, introduction, सबका यहाँ सारांश मिल रहा है. We are praying to Mother Saraswati. What are we saying to her? मोहांधकार भरिते हृदये मदीये. Madiye, mine, M-I-N-E. Hrudaye, the heart, which is now bharita, filled with moha, the delusion, andhakara, ignorance. So ignorance and delusion filled heart of mine, which is there now. He mataha, O mother, sada eva, always. Kuru, vasam, please you stay there. Udara bhave, with your kindness and compassion. And do what there, sviya, by your own Akhila, all Avayava, Nirmala, Suprabhavihi, with your various limbs, which are pure and bright and brilliant. Shigram, quickly, Vinashaya, destroy Manogatam, those things which are in the mind, and the Karam, the darknesses. So, what are the different bright, brilliant limbs of Mother Saraswati? You know? Saraswati is a Jnana Swarupini. So, the variety limbs of Jnana means the Tattva Jnana. And then the Vishwa Jnana, our own Vyaktitva Jnana, and Vyaktitva Vikasa Jnana. And as a Vyakti, how I have to have the Sambandha with the world, how I have to have Sambandha with the God, and what is the final goal to reach. These are all the limbs of Saraswati Mata, who is a Jnana Swarupini. So, oh Mother, by entering into my right now filled with darkness, ignorance, and deluded heart. Please enlighten me with all these knowledges so that I am not confused or ignorant anywhere at any moment in our life regarding what I have to achieve for that, what I have to do. Is not a beautiful sloka? I to love Baba. पढ़ेंगे इस श्लोक को एक बार कम से कम डेली. ओके स्टार्ट. सरस्वती मातु अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सिद्ध्यर्थम पुराण इतिहासोक्त भगवत भागवत दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म सवैदिक हिंदू संस्कृते पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम अस्मिन् निश्चित कर्मिणां श्रद्धालूनां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम समस्त युवानां च संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थम तेषां हृदये सनातन धर्म प्रति देशं प्रति भक्ति माता पितृ भक्ति धर्म भक्ति प्राप्ति द्वारा जीवन से साफल्यार्थम श्री सरस्वती स्तोत्रांतर्गत श्री सरस्वती मातु श्लोक से जपम पारायणम वयम सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम मोहांधकार भरिते हृदये मदीये मातः सदैव कुरुवासमुदार भावे स्वीयाखिलावयव निर्मल सुप्रभाभिः शीघ्रं विनाशय मनोगतमन्धकारम्. मोहांधकार भरिते हृदये मदीये मातः सदैव कुरुवासमुदार भावे स्वीयाखिलावयव निर्मल सुप्रभाभिः शीघ्रं विनाशय मनोगतमन्धकारम्. मोहांधकार भरिते हृदये मदीये मातः सदैव कुरुवासमुदार भावे स्वीयाखिलावयव निर्मल सुप्रभाभिः शीघ्रं विनाशय मनोगतमन्धकारम्. मोहांधकार भरिते हृदये मदीये मातः सदैव कुरुवासमुदार भावे स्वीयाखिलावयव निर्मल सुप्रभाभिः शीघ्रं विनाशय मनोगतमन्धकारम्. मोहांधकार भरिते हृदये मदीये मातः सदैव कुरुवासमुदार भावे स्वीयाखिलावयव निर्मल सुप्रभाभिः शीघ्रं विनाशय मनोगतमन्धकारम्. मोहांधकार भरिते हृदये मदीये मातः सदैव कुरुवासमुदार भावे स्वीयाखिलावयव निर्मल सुप्रभाभिः शीघ्रं विनाशय मनोगतमन्धकारम्. देखो थोड़ा पॉज करके सुनोगे ना, it is not at all difficult to understand our Sanskrit mantras. See, moha andhakara bharite hrudaye madiye. Madiye hrudaye, moha andhakara bharite. My heart, which is filled with ignorance and delusion. Mataha, O mother, sada eva, hamesha, kuru, stay, vasam, udara bhave. With your udara bhava, compassionate, please stay permanently in my heart. Then what to do having stayed there? Sviya Akhila Avayava Nirmala Suprabhavihi. Prabha means Kanti. Kanti always in the spirituality is used for the knowledge. So variety of the limbs of knowledge, remove that Manogatam Andhakaram. Shighram Vinashaya Manogatam Andhakaram. Shighram very soon Vinashaya destroy Manogatam in my mind existing andhakaram, the ignorance. See, ignorance, andhakara. That ignorance, the English fellow has took it from the andhakara only, nearest word. So, sviya akilavayava nirmala suprabhavihi. So, with your own avayavas, which are nirmala and suprabha. The avayavas, I told you, the various knowledges. Knowledges include the communication skills, the ability to forget or forgive, ability to love and sacrifice. All these are knowledges only. इन सब से मेरे हृदय को भरकर वहां का मोह अंधकार का तुरंत नाश करो. This is the mantra. So this is our mantra. Then we have seen the common sense thought. Mind makes us lazy and makes us dependent and slave and makes our life so miserable. To bring intellect, plan your goals, be active and dynamic, be independent. Don't depend on anyone. Don't be a slave as a youngster. From now onwards, make a habit. And in Geetha, Maharshinam Bhrugraham, Giramasmekam Aksharam, Yajnanam Javagnosmi, Sthavranam Himalayaha. These are the 4 Vibhuthis we have seen. So 5-6 more days it may take, because as I thought 10, 15, 20 Vibhuti Ardhan karenge, to Bhagavan humse 4-5 kar. Good, whatever he gives, let's take. Thank you friends. In today's class, whatever in the initial talks compared with other religions, whatever we said, all of that only to tell about the glory of Sanatana Dharma. Take it in that way only. No need of any ill feeling or bitterness. At the same time, no, there should not be any complacency in knowing our glorious Sanatana Dharma, in practicing it, and in spreading it all across. Thank you. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shantima Priyat Shanto Muccheta Vandebhya Muktaschanya Anumochetom Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamada Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Nama Bol Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Sadgunath Maharaj Ki Jai Geeta Mata Ki Jai वेद व्यास भगवान की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय समस्त युवा श्रोतागण की जय आज के आनंद की जय जस्ट थोड़ा सा मनन कर लो घर में कुछ समय. It gives you knowledge and devotion alone gives us inner stamina and strength, with which alone, while going through all the odds outer and inner, we can embark on the path of success in the goal chosen, goal given. Thank you.